evil toward his brother.
So what black on black violence?
Yeah, all that's in the scriptures.
Get up. You would be right 28. Go to 54.
That's
48. Go
48.
To 48 real quick. And then come back to 54.
All right, it's verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee.
All right, listen to this. Go ahead.
And hunger, and thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Go ahead.
He shall put a yoke of iron.
That's what you mentioned.
Upon thy neck.
Yep.
Until we have destroyed thee.
So, do you remember during the time of slavery when they put the yoke of iron around our necks? Do anybody know why they put yokes of iron around our necks? No, you had the yoke of iron on the foot too. They did that in case the slaves tried to escape. They were set up in a camp where you had to go through woods. If you look at the old shows, they always had dogs running through the woods. So they decided to put yokes around their neck because of the trees. They couldn't run through those trees.
Yeah, if you see the ones with the spikes sticking out, that's so they can't run through that bush.
They can't run.
They be on their feet and their arms too.
Now let me ask, what other nation did that happen to? By process of elimination, you said it was his story, right? His story, yes. And there's his story, and there's the true story.
Right.
His story. According to the Bible, the so-called white man is the devil.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, his story calling himself a devil. And his story is also condemning homosexuality, eating abominable foods. You know, us as Israelites supposed to keep a beard on our face. We're supposed to shave our heads bald. And our people wonder why they go through so many ailments and diseases, because they go over there to Phillips and eat all the shrimp, the crab and the lobsters. You know?
Well, you know, you're listening good, because we was like, we didn't know either. We didn't know. The thing is awakening to who you are, man.
Yep.
So we go back to 54 again, brother here.
Read it again.
Yeah, 54.
It's verse 54.
And somebody can get Joel the 3rd chapter. Okay. Well, we got to show you one real true scripture. Well, all of them true scripture. I messed up there. Go ahead, read that again.
All right. So that the man that is tender among you, and every delicate, and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Yep. So that like you said, black on black, so-called black on black crime is in the scriptures. That's what's happening now. You know? So which means that everything that we read out of these scriptures is true. So it can't be just, you know, his story. It's the true story. That's the true story. You know? All the scriptures that you've been here this you know, in the short amount of time that you've been here, you can't deny it because it's going on. You know,
they don't play that many. They don't read you that many scriptures in church, man.
Yep.
Why you think? Why?
Yeah, he know it too.
I don't go to church.
Well, you went, right?
When I was little.
Right, and how many scriptures you remember the pastor read to you? 1, 2.
John 3:16.
You don't even read that.
Don't ask me, because I was unwilling to participate.
Good.
Go ahead.
One more. Joel 3:3.
All right. This is Joel 3:3.
See if this happened to anybody else.
And they have casted lots for my people,
And auction blocks, slavery.
and have given a boy for a harlot,
Uh-oh.
and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
So can anybody tell us who else did that happen to? That they gave a boy for a harlot because they sold boys as sex slaves and rings, and they sold girls for wine so they could drink. It's us. But the pastor never read that.
No.
Wow.
They ain't
Of
gonna read
course
that.
not. Well, we hope you learned something today.
benefit him.
He said
every
the-
weekend.
He said that key word. It wouldn't benefit him. He's trying to say everything to keep that money for him.
Right.
That's right. He knows.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe come down next week. We here every weekend. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Jake, man.
Man, what can you
I mean,
do?
he listened.
He on the borderline. He's like, in his mind, like, I want to know. You know, I'm older. I should know more. So it shocks you.
Right.
These guys, they know more than I know. But he was listening.
Esau,
Which is a start ain't a buzz problem.
Esau still slaving us. Why you think every time I walk from school, I go to the gas station to make a left. There's a cigar outlet and it says enjoy.
Say that again out. It's a cigar outlet that what?
That says enjoy.
Give Romans 10 and 17. You know? Yeah, I mean, Jake, hey, you know, Jake, and that's what Esau don't like. I mean, yeah, we know, you know, everybody knows. Most people know. Most Jake know. Well, most people, yeah, period, know that's not the Lord's true complexion. Most Jake know that Esau is a devil. Oh, Esau know he's a devil by now, you know? we had a lot of Edomites come up here and admit it. Yeah, I'm the devil. Even if they were being sarcastic about the shit. You know, but still.
What was the,
Romans
10 and 17.
10 and 17. You know? But the word is getting out there. But you know, the churches are trying to catch on. I'm not even gonna say they are catching on. They're trying to catch on because now they know what Jake wants to hear. Jake wants to hear Esau's the devil. Esau and Israel, you're an Israelite. That's what Jake want to hear, which is good, you know. But now Christian churches are starting to teach that now. But the pastor is still eating pork chops. He's still doing whatever a coon does.
Some Christian churches, very rare.
Very rare, but you know, it's still no different. You know, you still got the pastor shaving his beard, you know, and doing all types of other crazy shit, man. You know? Go ahead. These churches are false, man. You know? Which they're easy. The Christian church, you know, debate with them easy. But they're false, man. Go ahead.
This is Romans 10:17. So that faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh.
So the guy up here was hearing somewhat. You know, he was up here listening. That's a precept to what's that? Revelation 13 and 9. Read that again one more time.
So that faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh.
Yeah, so you can't do all the talking, you know. That goes for them guys that claim to be in the truth, man. You know, all that talking and all that trying to be extra deep, but you don't have faith, you know, because you're not hearing. You know, you're not hearing from elders that been doing this thing. You know, I mean, hell, ain't even gotta be elders. People that been, young Jake that been doing this thing for a while, man. You know, you got. They have somewhat understanding, so they can teach whoever is not in the truth. But you come into this thing for a year, you're not even really all the way, molded yet. You know? So it's like, who the hell are you? You doing all this talking, doing videos, trying to be extra deep. You're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. But you're not hearing. You know? So it's it.
And yeah, go ahead, man. We ain't gonna spend a lot of time on these niggas, man.
Well, that was the title, right?
Yeah. But
No.
we prophesize.
Yeah, we going in spirit and
That's fine. You good.
It's almost like let's say a joke about a prayer mantis actually praying before they eat, like a grace. You can't already eat before you say the grace.
We're gonna equate it. We're gonna equate it to, the downfall of this place, man.
Right.
Because a lot of these niggas, they just out here. They don't know why the hell they out here, man. Meanwhile, Esau about to pull a plug on his place, man. You know? Esau about to shut this bitch down, man.
I think it's second.
So a lot of Jake just think it's a joke, it's a new fad.
Yep. Con.
So you just go with the spirit. When
Yeah,
the
yeah,
spirit
I got it,
comes,
I got it,
you know,
yeah.
we gotta, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes I say that, but I just keep that spirit.
Yeah. Was that the one? Yeah, that's it. 1 and 20.
1 and 20.
Yep.
One of my scriptures. 2 Peter 1 and 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
Yeah, so it's out there. You know? It's out there. It's not private. Nothing's private about it. Go ahead. That's why it's on the news now. That's why we're on the news now. And people, and you know, Jake get upset about it. Me and Brother Hamayan was going into that yesterday. You know, Jake get upset about it because, you know, which is true, which is, you know, you should be upset about it, but it's a good thing at the same time. Because by Esau putting that on the media, not every Jake is going to be like, them camps are wicked. Some Jake, you know, it's going to be a good number of Jake that's going to be like, yeah, you know, they doing, I see it now, you know? You know, I definitely see it. That Esau is the devil. Maybe I need to go see what these camps are about, you know? But you gonna have a large number, of course, you know, saying that, yeah, them camps, man, them Israelites, but it's still a good thing. That means we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, also, you know, you can't take this word and make it into your own thing, you know. You know, breaking it down and giving it to you from your point of view. That's making it a private interpretation.
Yeah.
We only go in the spirit on how the Lord said it's supposed to be.
The third chapter, remember he was holding that too. That was the whole chapter.
Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to it then. All right, it's one more verse on that. Get 21.
Verse
He's
21.
He's sweet as all hell, ain't he?
For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man.
Yeah, oh, hold on. Go. Repeat that real quick.
For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man.
Man didn't do shit. So the people that like to give Esau all the credit, even you got guys that claim to be in the truth that do that. Give Esau all the credit. Hey, the Lord never worked miracles. The Lord never worked miracles. Okay, well, but you're still giving Esau credit. So now Esau works miracles now. You know, on the left hand side, yeah, but that's all the Lord at the same time. You know, that's overall, that's all the Lord. You know, so all this prophecy, all the things that's happening, is of the Lord.
Yeah, if I can say this, how else did Daniel and John the Revelator speak about the same thing?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, you know.
Precept. This is 2 Samuel 23 and 2.
Yeah.
The Spirit of the Lord spake by me, and His word was my tongue. So, you know, basically what the brothers just brought out, man, you know, it just backs up with that precept, man.
Yep. Oh, what you wanted to say?
2 Timothy,
Third chapter.
Because
Okay.
you was going
That's right.
to
Yeah.
the truth,
Right.
you know?
It's
Equated with
I know.
prophecy, you know.
right.
I went back a little bit too far.
'Cause at the end of the day, you know, we're telling you at the end of the day that America's going to be destroyed, man. You know, America's on its last leg. You know, we've been saying it and we're crying it out for years, but it's soon to come to pass. You know,
And it's happening now. Whenever you have a so-called country that keeps having government shutdown after government shutdown over and over and over and over and over again, something's wrong. You know, that means America's not straight, man. That means America's not right. You know, that means it's unstabilized, man. You know, hell, America's always been unstabilized, man. From the establishment on down to here. But now it's really starting to show, man. You know, you look at the streets are falling apart. which rightfully so, because it's concrete.